Hey everyone, welcome in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Day by day rolls on. Today is the 24th of September. Thank you so much for being here. Hope everything's going well. We're getting to come up. It's in a couple days. If you don't have the come up, it's like me. It's obviously good. If you do, it's kind of like, well, I guess I get shard shop currency. Speaking of shard shop currency, nice sister acolyte for me. Yeah, I don't know why they put acolyte and characters that you can get in the shop for free in this thing. Like, to me, the Night Sisters, the only Night Sisters that should be in that bonus thing are Great Mothers, Morgan, Mother Talzine. That might be it, right? Because Odak is there. Odak is there. Saja's here. Acolyte and Initiate are here. Night Sister Zombies here. Night Sister Spirits here. So that just means Great Mothers, Mother Talzine, Morgan, Marin. It's like, why am I getting... Oh, and I think Talia. Talia's in one of these, I think. But if not, she's like super easy to get because I feel like she is somewhere. Am I just forgetting where she is? Talia's like super easy. Maybe she's right here. So she's in the guild shop. She's right there. And she's here. There she is right there. So confirmed. There's only 4 Night Sisters. Official Night Sisters. Daughters of Dathomir, not including Night Trooper Peridia and whatever trooper. Death Trooper Peridia and whoever. But so all you need is Mother T, Marin, Great Mothers, Morgan should be the only ones in these chests that they're giving you, because everybody else is like, they're free. They're basically free. I mean, you have to do a little work, but it's not anything really. Anyway, enough of me getting sidetracked, which happens all too often. Yeah, we're just going to be doing the same thing we've been doing, and that is bringing up the Rogue One. And we need to start setting up our team, which thanks for the feedback on the Leia team. I'm going to go ahead and put it together right here so there's no confusion. We'll put it down. I don't need these guys right here, right? Yeah, I don't need these guys. So we'll just take them out, and we'll put the Leia team here. And the Leia team that I've been told, and correct me if I'm wrong, but so what I've been told by you guys is that the team is obviously her. And then I've talked about who the other ones are, the ones that I pretty sure are on the team, and that's Drogon. And then R2, of course. And then who I've been told is on the team, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's Old Ben. Old Ben, you can see here, we have a Relic 3, and then the last person on the team is either Jyn Erso or Admiral Radis. So I'm going to go with Jyn. If this is not the team that you're playing with, because to me Jyn just looks a little wonky on here. And the idea of having 2 tanks, obviously I've never played with this team, but 2 tanks just kind of, because I know Leia's a tank, and then Ben, I get what Ben is on the team, but Jyn is just like, I don't know. But anyway, that's going to be the team we're going to be rolling with. That's going to be the team that we're going to presume is the team. And if your experience with Leia is different, let me know. Okay, that's the team that I'm going to plan on rolling with. And you see, obviously, we got to get Drogon up to 7. We'll have to bring Ben up. Din needs to be up for the profundity, which of course we're on our way to now. So I guess it's a little fortuitous. I guess it's a little helpful. I guess it's a little, I don't know, whatever you want to say, that we're on the profundity because of reasons that we need to go and be going for profundity. And that is that the executor's basically dead at this point for GSE. Yeah. Unless you're playing GSE and you see a Leviathan there on defense, the executor is dead. At least until they put the new the ships for the new bounty hunters are going to be coming out in a little bit. Was it Forlorn and Zekis or whatever? And then, of course, if you've seen the Mando and Grogu trailer, which I know all of you have, then I expect next year, guys, I'm just going to put it out here. I mean, the first one to say it, because I think it's happening. People might say it before me, but I'm saying it to you right now on the 24th of September at 11:50 a.m. that next year's GL is going to be Mando and Grogu. Mandalorian Grogu. Yeah, write it down. Bounty Hunter Legendary. A legendary galactic legend, Mandalorian Grogu. Write it down. I think we're seeing the beginning of that with Forlom and Zuckus, who would not be surprised. Do not be surprised if they magically appear in the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. Just saying. Could be wrong, but I'm saying it first here on September 24th. Next year, Mandalorian Grogu, Galactic Legend Bounty Hunter, or I know, man, was Jabba a bounty hunter? Is Jabba a bounty hunter? I don't know that he is, right? Jabba's not a bounty hunter. He is? Really? Jabba's a... Okay. Whatever. Mando's going to get something next. I don't think Jabba should be a bounty hunter, but... Because how's Jabba going to bounty, right? Guy's a giant slug. And they're going to be going after his son, Rada, right? I don't know. I'm confused. Which means I'm sure we'll get a new version of Zeb, because Zeb is in the movie. I expect that we're going to get a lot of the Adelphi Rangers next year. But yeah, I'm thinking that some kind of tie-in with Mando and Grogu, and to me it makes sense because there's Bam and there's Mando, so it makes sense that the next step would probably be Galactic Legend, Mandalorian Grogu. I could be way off. I'm probably way off, honestly, but that's where I think we're headed. That's where just reading the tea leaves and just what my general feel is it's going to be Galactic Legend Lando. I mean, Galactic Legend Mandalorian Grogu, and then the next year, when the Dave Filoni movie comes out, is when we're going to get Galactic Legend Brenda Thrawn, because they're still filming Ahsoka season 2, and it's supposed to come out next year. I think so. We're going to get Mando and Grogu first, of course, and then we'll get Ahsoka season 2 after that. And then I think that meant that the Heir to the Empire movie is supposed to come out. I'm gonna check this real quick. Because they're also filming Star Wars Starfighter, and I want to know when that comes out or is supposed to. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Apologize for the let me go. Release day. Sorry for the typing. I know that's going to annoy somebody. Apologies. Was officially announced. Oh, go. So Star Wars Starfighter is supposed to come out basically Memorial Day, 2027, which is, I mean, because it has the cast. The cast it just has here is Ryan Gosling, Amy Adams, and Mia Goth. So I don't know. And then I'm going to check the release date for the Dave Filoni movie, which I don't know if we have that. Is that maybe that Star Wars Heir to the Empire? I don't know that that's what it's called, but oh, okay. As of today, the new Star Wars film, Star Wars Heir to the Empire, is set to be released, directed by Dave Filoni. The culmination of the Mandoverse, blah 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 blah. Does it say when it's supposed to be released? Let's go release date. Sorry, I'm just doing this in real time. Apologies for that. But that's the way it is. What is this about? Hold on. Let me pause. Sorry, I didn't know where that thing was coming from. I was like, what's going on? No. Movie I don't care about Timothy Zahn, dude. Come on. It doesn't say it. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna say that it's gonna be that we're gonna get Grand Admiral Thrawn GL the following year. Anyway, enough about me getting sidetracked, but I just thought that was worth saying because I saw the trailer yesterday for Mando and Grogu, and I'm like, it's happening. That's what I thought, and that's what I still think is going to happen. But maybe they'll make Mando like a smug. I don't know. They'll put him in somewhere. I'm sure, but that's what my thinking is right now. You can disagree because chances are, if you've been following me, I'm wrong. I'm wrong on a lot of stuff, and it's very likely that I'm wrong on this too. So keep that in mind because it's very likely that I'm wrong. But I was just like, I'm like, Forlom and Zuckus are coming. They're reinforcing the profundity, so they don't have to worry about the profundity. They're giving a lifter. They're going to be giving a lifter to home one here in a couple weeks. Then I do think there's at least a potential that Zareth is right about Red 5 for home one with piloted by, he thinks it's Farm Boy. I think it's going to be CLS. I think it's piloted by CLS. Then I think or it could be Jedi Knight Luke. It honestly could be Jedi Knight Luke, but it's probably I think it's either CLS or it could be Farm Boy. It would make a lot of sense if it was Farm Boy, honestly. But yeah. So I think that's happening. And then next year, obviously, they're going to give us something for early in the year. I don't know if it'll be Bad Batch-esque, but who do I think it's going to be? If you're asking me that, who do I think it's going to be next year? Honestly, I think it could be, and I hate to say it, it could be the Acolyte, and I'm not happy about that at all. But I think it's either going to be Acolyte or. And to me, I've talked about this before. You know how much I love it. It makes way more sense instead of it being the Acolyte to be Andor. And because they've done it, because they did it with the Bad Batch, I totally expect it to be Cassian, and it's got to be K2SO. We're not going to get Jen, obviously, but Cassian, K2SO. Would love to see Val. Would love to see Mon. And then you know how much I love Clea. So I don't know anything, but Val, and it could be Bex. Bex would make a lot of sense. I mean, yeah. So Bex, Clea, Mon, K2SO, Cassian, all of those make a lot of sense. But, and even Luthen, it could be Luthen, but to me, I just think that those are kind of no-brainers. That it would be Cassian, Clea, Val, and I hope that that's the way. But you know, and they could do it the same way they did it last year, because they sort of set that precedent that whoever with what they're doing this year, that whoever they come out with, whoever they come out with early in the year, that's going to be, you're going to get raid teams all the way up through the end of the year, till the time when the raid is set. And I don't think we're going to see the raid before August next year. So, I mean, if you're finishing a project like if you just went and got GL Hondo, Pirate King Hondo, then of course you have the pirates already, which I think makes you good for the raid, because I do think the pirates are going to be. I think it's going to be that somehow it's going to be the pirates and the new Andor characters plus whoever for the next raid, which it's probably the Zillo Beast that has that Sanjita was, or no, it was Calvin that was talking about, and it won't make any sense, but it'll be the Zillo Beast, or with people that have never seen that Zillo Beast, that makes like the pirates in this and the Bad Batch make no sense. But probably it'll be something be dumb like that. But I think it's gonna be Cassian. I think it'll be Andor early next year. I think it's Geo Mando next year. I'd love to be wrong and have it be a fleet, but people hate fleets. And I think the reason people hate fleets is because CG has done a crappy job of doing fleets, of promoting fleet. I think honestly, I think they've totally tried to destroy it with Leviathan, because Leviathan came out was crappy. They made it better. Then they nerfed the Chimera counter. Now they just nerfed. They're just like, this is the greatest fleet in the world, and it's like, I don't care if it is. I will get it when I get it. And it's like, it doesn't have to be this way. As I like to see a lot, it doesn't have to be this way. CG can just like they do with everything else, just cram it down people's throat and be like, "This is what it is, like it." Because what are people going to do? Because how many people went out and spent money for the um Pirates for Pirate King Hondo? If you come up with a new fleet, people will want, especially because if it counters the Leviathan and it gets us. I mean, you want to talk about tyrannical? What they've done with the Leviathan, guys, what they have done with the Leviathan, how they keep needing to improve it without an actual reason. That's some absolutely. That's some absolutely a mouthful of total BS. And I know that a lot of you probably don't like it. Okay. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's not true. I mean, but anyway, we continue. I don't know. I did the Cairo so I can get more things, but we'll be where we need to be when we get there. As soon as I get enough mats and as soon as I get enough whatever else, we'll be where we need to be soon enough. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that's all I got for today. I'm just going to come in here and grab some stuff out of the shop that might need to help when we have to relic characters next. But other than that, appreciate all of you. Thanks so much for the time. Really means a lot. As always, God bless. Hold the line. Remember that I have friends everywhere.